G'day mates, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we both have Mongraal and Zexrow coming back to Fortnite, and of course, all the little Timmies are still calling out that they're washed, but I want to show you a few clips. Wait until you see what Zexrow managed to do to Ops in a $500 wager, and all it's going to take is for me to show you 1 minute of Mongraal's free building to realize there is no way that he is washed, and I want to talk about this kind of idea around Fortnite that you just can't take a break, otherwise you're now terrible, and how unhealthy it actually is for Fortnite pros and Fortnite as a scene. Lastly though, I need to talk about a topic you may not have heard about. It's not really getting a lot of attention. Mayhem, which is the client and the program that pretty much every single scrim, third-party tournament, and everything else uses to score games outside of proper Fortnite tournaments, is shutting down. If no one steps in and fills this gap in the market, you will not be able to run scrims with ladders to try and get like pro practice. You won't be able to run third-party tournaments or pretty much anything else. And it's because as a community, even though Mayhem was so helpful to us, no one really showed it the love it probably deserved, and no one really monetarily helped it so they could survive as a company. This is going to be an absolutely massive blow to Fortnite if someone doesn't step into the market. You guys know the deal. Before today's video starts, please chuck a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It would mean the world to me. If you haven't already, check out my Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Aussie Antics. I stream every single day. I'd love for you to pull through and say g'day, and also use code Aussie. I'm gonna start plugging that just a little bit more. We finally have Mongraal coming back to Fortnite. Zexrow has been backwards and forwards for about a week now, but I was waiting for Mongraal to come back because even without watching him yet, I knew that this was going to be the perfect example I needed to reshape Fortnite's community on how we look at people taking breaks. Mongraal has been one of the best, if not the best players in the world for almost 2 years now or more. His mechanics have been insane. At one point, he was doing 10 plus hours every single day. There is no way that level of skill goes away or you become washed in a few weeks break. So let me just show you how ridiculous Mongraal's free building still is. So as you can see, very clearly not washed mechanically. Of course he wouldn't be. Anyone with a brain, I know what you're saying in the comments. Oh, who was saying Mongraal was washed? A lot of people. It genuinely was more people than I would have thought. And I just wanted to make this video and kind of show some of these clips and stuff to highlight how unhealthy that is for the community, and especially for Fortnite as an esport. Not just top tier pros, even people trying to make it in competitive. They feel like if they take a couple weeks off, they're going to become washed and they're going to do terribly. I see other pros like Bucky say this all the time. Never take a break. I took a break once and it made me terrible. And I just feel like it's really, really unhealthy. Mongraal actually had the perfect answer to people who say these kind of things when he talked about his break. Let me show you what he said about his break.
I actually didn't play Fortnite for like, you don't even know, I fully didn't play for like 3 weeks straight. It's actually insane. It really is. That's the longest I've never played Fortnite, and it was so nice just to have a nice, you know, a nice break.
I just really wanted to stress that point that taking a break can really, really help you as a player. If you're feeling burnt out, if you're not enjoying the game, if things aren't just feeling like they used to for Fortnite, take a little break. Force yourself not to play it for a few weeks. Come back and realize how much more you enjoy it. Now is the time to do it. We still have about a month until FNCS starts. So you still have time to take a couple week break, come back for 2 weeks, start grinding out and see how you go. Look at every other esport, Counter-Strike, League of Legends, Overwatch, Rocket League, all the top tier esports, they take long breaks every year to reset mentally, to find their love for the game again, get some energy back, get rid of that burnout, and then come back and smash it out. If you're feeling that way, you should do it too, because again, Mongraal's not the only example. Let me show you what Zexrow looks like after his break.
Oh, you're actually a bitch.
You lose this round, you're down 500. For $500, of course I'm a bitch. Oh my god! No way! Oh, I was about to clip the fuck out of you.
How is that even close to a clip?
You would have got fucking absolutely clipped. Absolutely clipped, bro.
How would you clip me?
You were full peace, full peace, fucking cone to your head, everything, bro. You were dead.
Yes, and I have my pump out waiting for you, dumbass.
I flicked with a 40 headshot, like.
Yeah,
Realize
that's
that.
what happens when you fucking flick, you dumbass. Box like fish. Oh! Ops! No! Come on, Ops, come on! Oh no! Oh.
You got 2 clips there from Zexrow's $500 wager against Ops. And again, I know Zexrow is not doing anything insanely flashy or crazy, but again, Zexrow has been playing the game competitively since the very beginning, especially his aim is always going to be insanely on point. And it's actually kind of funny to watch him versus someone like Ops who is trying to get clips on him, trying to build around him, box him like a fish, but then Zexrow just doesn't miss his shots. You even hear him say there, like, you're an idiot, why would you flick? Of course I'm going to hit a better pump shot because I aimed it on you. Sometimes having that break and coming back from, you know, maybe a season old of Fortnite. Again, Zexrow was playing during the last trio FNCS, didn't have the best season, but kind of that old school mechanics and prioritizing your aim can actually be a really good thing, especially coming into trios. It's going to be less about fast edits and boxing kids like a fish, and it's going to be more about good communication, being smart with good aim, and finding refreshes in trios. So I genuinely think if Zexrow comes back, he could have a really, really solid season. He seems less committed than Mongraal though. Zexrow has been making a few tweets and talking a few times on stream about he doesn't know what to do, whether he's going to play Fortnite or Valorant. He can't quite decide, where Mongraal is fully back. But again, another good example of someone who took a long break, played another game, came back, and wasn't washed. Last but not least, I need to talk about how Mayhem is shutting down, and if you don't know how big of a deal that is, by the end of this clip, you will understand. Juice, the owner on their Discord, announced this morning, thank you and farewell from the Mayhem team. Mayhem will be sunsetting mayhem.gg and the desktop application in February 2021, so we've only got about 3 weeks left. As we wind down services, we'll be restricting access to channels and shutting down this server once the process is complete. Read more here. Now, this is very concerning for a lot of people who are heavily involved in the scene, running practice and running tournaments. You've got to think about, let's take NA East practice scene, right? The way the NA East practice scene works is a bunch of ladders. You've got different sections based on how good you are, and then they have ladders where you have a few days of competitions that are scored with Mayhem, and based on how well you do in those games, you jump up. If you've watched my streams the last few days, I was watching the Elite and the Prac ladder. That's the players who are in the second best Discord, which is Prac, and the best players in Elite, and the players from Prac were trying to score high enough in those games to jump up into Elite. Now, without Mayhem, that is not possible. There is no way you can score practice right now without Mayhem, except for other clients that are doing similar things. War Legends has their own client, which they're using mostly in EU. They've run some NA tournaments as well, but it's not open to the public as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll put this in another video if it is. That could be the answer to all our issues, and hopefully people like War Legends are working on their tools to release so people can use them. But even if War Legends is publicly released, Mayhem was a very intuitive system that pretty much every tournament and everyone was using. If you've played in a tournament in the last 6 months that has money on the line and it's scored and it's not through Fortnite, I guarantee it was done with Mayhem. And now Mayhem's disappearing. This could be massive. It's going to cause a lot of huge issues. I really hope someone steps up into the market, maybe like War Legends, and releases their tools, or there's something that comes out that's just as good, if not better. But there's only about 3 weeks to go. This is very, very scary. Coming into February, when tournaments going to kick back off, we have FNCS, we have Cash Cups coming back. This is kind of freaky, and it's because as a community, even though everyone was using this client, everyone loved it, everyone thought it was a great program, they didn't make enough money out of it. There was no way to monetize it. Fortnite as a community wasn't really funding it or supporting it. So as much as they did massive things for the game, they're really why as a community we have the tournaments we have now. They're going away. They're shutting down. It's pretty scary. Alright guys, that does it for another video. You know, if you liked the video and you made it this far, please chuck a like on it. Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts on taking a break. Have you taken a long break from Fortnite? Did it help? Did it hurt? I genuinely want to hear your guys' opinions. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It would mean the world to me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.